very, very big subject. And no way we can cover it in an hour. But to give you a perspective, what Feng Shui actually looks like and how has been developed for so long, I like to show you one of the complex. I have 3 over there, 2 on the table, and then another one over here. So feel free to pass it around. A professional complex like this one has about 28 circles to there. And these 28 circles, today we only use about 5 circles. And then the rest, maybe the rest 15, we don't use it anymore because we normally, you use those when you are using, looking for graveyard. And then the rest of them is related to the astronomy as well. But today, even though you have a big professional complex, but we only use about 5 rings, okay? But from the instrument of Feng Shui, you will see how, how big the subject is, okay? So I just give you a feel of it. And I also have 2 English books, just in case you're interested. Feel free to pass down. They are heavy. And this one is also is a very, very old, of course, reprint. It's a very old Chinese Feng Shui. It's only pictures inside and all above mountains. Okay, so I also pass it down. So having said that, so we will talk about it, but we only focus on little things. So let's get started. And I just realized that Sumida sent me this one. Today is the birthday of a woman, a Japanese woman, to celebrate her 116th birthday in Japan. So we're talking about health today, so it's very appropriate. And okay. First of all, let's get started. What is Feng Shui? Actually, even if you know Chinese, Chinese character, you might have a difficulty to understand what Feng Shui is. Feng Shui actually literally means wind and water. And why do we call Feng Shui wind and water? Okay. Actually, there is a text saying something like that. Well, in the matter of a burial site, the important subject is to arrive with the living qi. Okay. So the qi disperse when ride with the wind, when stopped at the border of the water. So that's why the wind and the water was being extracted from the text, and then call this subject Feng Shui. Okay, and then it's further on. It say our ancestor learned how to control this qi by using control the qi, the movement and the stop of the qi. So that's why we call it Feng Shui, wind, water. So this is how it first gets started. That is about 1,300 years ago, roughly. Yeah. Yeah, so the term Feng Shui, previously they don't call it Feng Shui, they call it Han Yu. Han means examine. Yu actually is something that in a car, but then it was used as a landscape. So it's like looking at the landscape is a Han Yu. Okay, so that's a little bit different. But today, back in the old days, if you want to build a city, you also use a Feng Shui technique. That you use all 28 cycles in the complex. But today we have things being built already. We probably only use 5. But today I'm not going to teach you how to use the complex, but just to give you a feel how complex the subject is. Okay. There's about 28 of them, but it is very, very. The outer one, the most outer one, actually map the constellation of our Chinese astronomy. Okay, but anyway, the real thing's over there. We are passing around, yes. So, like Chinese medicine, or this is one of the philosophy in China, we talk about qi. So exactly what qi is. Of course, if you are a Chinese medicine student, You know, you have an idea what qi is. But here in Feng Shui, it's very, very similar. Qi is something that moves, okay? Now, whether it's light as a smoke, or as flow as a river, or look at the range of the mountain, up and down, you should see qi from there, okay? And that's something that you cannot describe in normal word, whether it's English or Chinese. That is the qi that we are talking about. That is the qi, become a Chinese philosophy too, as well. So this is what happens. Now, in Feng Shui, let's review what exactly qi might look like. First of all, a heavenly qi, okay, is like a wind blow, sunshine, this kind of thing that we know, in our lifetime. And there are atmospheric qi, okay, atmospheric qi like this one in the picture, that you can actually see, okay, smoke or wind, And then there's dampness qi. When you are close to the ocean, you will have dampness, okay? Yeah, this is part of it in Hong Kong, but this was old.
Yeah, I used to live over there.
You live over there? You explore your age.
The youngest.
And then also sunlight is also part of the qi in Feng Shui as well, okay? And that's why we have window in our house. And also, magnetic field is one of the very important, even though you cannot see, but it's one of the most important thing that telling us is this a good fortune place or not as good fortune place. That's why we have a complex. We have a complex, the Chinese compass, to show you the north and the south, the pole. And then we have a magnetic radiation. It's also part of the qi, okay? Right now I'm facing a computer, and this is also some qi affecting me as well. So this also considered as qi, right? Yeah. So if you're a youngster looking at the computer too long, and last but not least is the spiritual qi. And in Chinese, just like any culture in the world, they believe in spiritual qi, the spirit, ghost or God, that kind of thing. So it's also part of it. And Feng Shui will also have to deal with this as well. I mean, it become part of the culture. And now we have run through the so many visible and non-visible qi. So what are the mathematical or something that's the tools that you can use to capture or to calculate this qi? And of course, in Chinese, we have yin and yang and 5 elements, of course. And then we have this heavenly branches and earthly branch. Now, I don't know how to translate it, but this is a measurement or is a way to is one of our calendar. We use that to measure our calendar. And then of course the Bagua, okay, Bagua show all this. All right. So these things, all 4 of them, just show here, will be used in Feng Shui. So this is a really, really big subject, combining heaven, constellation, and also landscape on the earth, and also human as well. In other words, your consciousness and psychology as well. So it's a really, really big subject. But today, only have 1 hour. We will just pick something that related to health. And then I picked 2 texts from many texts and to talk about it today. And then the first one is, whoever can read Chinese, it means when there's a straight row, there is a spare. So we don't like straight row because a straight, long row or street or corridor will actually create a qi that very, very strong Oh, what do we, okay, let me write it down. They call it Sha Qi. Okay, in Chinese, wow, I don't know how to write Chinese. Okay, Sha Qi. That means a qi that has a little bit of a destruction, you know, that destructive qi. Okay, so a spear is a destructive weapon, and similarly, when you have a long corridor, I don't know how to. Oops. Okay, I want to go back, but it couldn't allow me to go back. Maybe I'll just say new. Don't save, and then no. Very good. And let me repeat the question. So when we have a Sha Qi, so how long a hallway in order to create enough Sha Qi? You see, Feng Shui is not a precision mathematics. It's not. So I cannot tell you 10 feet long it is long enough to give you a Sha Qi. And no, we don't do that. Feng Shui, just like any Chinese philosophy, is just by proportion, okay? And then somebody think it's a Sha Qi, somebody look at it, oh, I like it, somebody think it's too much. So it's the same picture, okay? Somebody like it, somebody don't like it. So there's some variation over here. However, although Feng Shui is not a precision mathematics or precision science, but it does have some philosophy and reasoning behind it. Okay, so don't think it is. It's not scientific. It is scientific, but it's not precise mathematics. That's all. Okay. And that's when remind me a story. When I was a little kid, we have this beauty pageant. Okay, so. The whole family would just sit in front of a TV and then look at the beauty pageants. And then my dad probably liked Miss America, and my mom probably liked Miss Canada. And everybody in the family has his own pick about who is the most beautiful woman. But this is exactly Feng Shui looks like. However, whoever entered the pageants is already a beautiful woman. So natural science has something like that. Natural science is not, you don't have a defined number, but it does has differences. For example, I ask you, all of us over here, except this little guy over there, we are all adult, right? The little infant over there is not. But when are we become an adult? 18? 19? No. Natural science doesn't have a precise number to define it. But we do know what is an infant, what is an adult. Okay? So that is Chinese way of looking at things. This is Feng Shui way of looking at things. Okay, let's get back to the chart. So today we will talk about two things. One is when there's a straight row, there's a spear, so we don't like that. And what do we like? We like a bend or wavy. Bend and wavy is affectionate. 去之有情. Okay. When there's a row, this is bending or smooth, then that's affectionate. Okay. So we will talk about this today. And this affecting our health in our family as well. So So all of us have recognized this, and we have a lot of houses that have something like that. So yes, for a residential area, we tend to not to have something like this. We don't want it. But it depends on the time, it depends on where. If it is a business place, like a bank, or of course it also depending on the direction as well, it may be good. So everything has exception, okay? So it's not 100% bad, 100% good. No such things. In natural science, there's no such things, okay? Okay, so I don't know how to translate that in English, so I just write the Chinese down. So what we don't like is when you have two tall buildings, and then this is your window, And then there's a narrow opening, okay, facing you, okay, facing your house that we don't like, okay, we don't like. Okay, so for example, in this place, and there's this one building over here, and there's another building over here, and there is a corridor. See this corridor and coming to this building. Then it depends on the direction. It will have different effect. Depends on the direction and the year. It will have effect on who in the family member, the youngest daughter or the father or the mother, on that. So we tend to don't like this kind of qi because it's like a spear. Okay, that's what happens. Okay, so that's simple enough. Okay, messy too. And then another one. This one we have this. We say if you get into the main door, and then you see a beam, okay, over here, right across the house. This is in another straight qi, so it looks like a spear, okay, even though it's not a corridor. Okay, it's not a corridor, but it's something, as I showed you earlier, all these are qi. You should be able to feel it, as light as a smoke, or as smooth as a water, or as concrete as a mountain. You should be able to see that qi is moving, okay? All right. It's something that moves, okay? Whether it's a potential energy or kinetic energy, it doesn't matter. Something that's moved is a qi, all right? And then we tend to don't like this, especially when it is come to the front entrance. If you sleep right underneath, it will affecting your health as well. Okay, so we tend to don't like have a beam just sticking out from on top of the ceiling, as we don't like. And it's also create a psychological issue too, even though it's not Feng Shui. Okay, yeah. So that is also about the strict qi or sa qi. Okay, for such a big beam above your bed is not common. However,
What kind of
oh,
problem people have?
okay, okay. I'm saying this one. Yeah. Okay. So I want to write something. Suppose you have a house. Oh, I don't know how to draw.
Landing.
So you see this line. If you slip oh, I don't know what happened. Okay. 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 So if you have a house, if you slip under it, and then even though there's no beam over here, but there's a line going that way, you slip on under the line is also creating a qi, cutting you in half, like cutting you a half. The qi is just cutting you a half.
They say there's some people build houses and they're bings, but big things, but you don't see it because later on it's all covered up.
That's fine. The qi viewing cover up, so you're not hurting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it's all covered up.
Right. That's right. And okay. All right. Yeah. It's covered. That's fine. New.
Like it's blocked.
Block. Yes. If it is blocked, that's fine. No problem. So we were here. So we don't like that. All right. Oh. Again, when there's a door, open another door. So like this one, this is the main entrance, and then this is a bedroom, and then you create one door. That means the qi entering here, and then qi going out here. So it also create a. It's not as bad as a corridor, but still create some sort of a visual qi for you. and then it's also considered as a straight one. For example, this one is an apartment, and then you already have a very, very long corridor, and you open it and you see another apartment, your neighbor, and it also creates some sort of sa-chi, okay? Of course, this thing we cannot avoid, we can only soften it, okay? And also this one, if you have a straight row and then coming to your house, that's in a residential area, it's not good. For commercial area, it may be okay, okay. And then also when you have a free, what do you call it? I don't know how to call it, freeway street, and then the one right in the middle that being hit on is not a very good chi as well, okay.
I saw one like that.
Yeah, especially in a residential area, it's not good. But in a commercial area, depends on the year, depends on the direction, it may be okay.
The right-hand side is a cemetery.
This one is a cemetery?
No, next to it.
Next to it?
One, the big tree.
Yeah.
That area is
Oh, okay.
cemetery.
Okay. That doesn't matter because the chi is coming to here, hitting to this house. Okay. Whether this is what is not too much of a deal in this respect. Okay. Now it's the exam time. Now you have heard me so many. So are these bad? Take a look at this one. Is it bad? Okay, it's bad. I hear you say bad. So you see why it's bad? Yeah, because it goes all the way through. It's like a long corridor. And then chi opening door, in this case, the chi opener is one after another, so it goes all the way through. So it gives you a very strong spear. How about this one? I open my door and I see all the way to through this corridor and then all the way to this window. Is it bad? No. Why is it not bad?
Not as bad as the other.
Not as bad as the other one, but is it bad? Is it bad? Yeah, it's still bad? Really? Yeah, the stair is on the left, but the chi, when I open the door, the chi lead my eyesight. My eyesight is the chi too, right? Okay, lead me to the end of the house. Right? Is it bad? Who says bad? Raise a hand. Okay, who says good? Just raise a hand. Nobody say good. Only one person say good. There's only one person is right. Now let me explain a little bit. And this is exactly how you soften. If you happens to be in a corridor and you need to soften it, okay? You need to like our ancestors said, you need to guide the chi to move and to stop. That's why we call it Feng Shui, right? All right. First of all, your eyesight is not really directly go to the end of the house. There are a few reasons. First, there are different texture between the carpet and the wood floor. Second of all, you have this vaulted ceiling over here, you don't. So your eyesight actually stop around here. You don't actually go all the way. And then you see this N shape, dome shape, is also blocking or using as a guide to guide your eyesight not directly to there, but rather it looks like a picture at the end. Okay? All right? So it's not a spear, chi. It's in fact layer after layer after layer. This is good chi. It's supposed to be bad, but all of a sudden, because you do it layer by layer by layer, it becomes good chi. All right? Understand? All right. However, by the way, a lot of us have a house like this. You open a door or you open something, and then there's a big window right at the end of your house. But go to your backyard. A lot of us have something like this. But then if you don't have any dressing, then your eyesight would directly go to your backyard. Now that's bad. It indicated you cannot save money. Okay? You cannot save money. So always dress up the window. like this house, okay? He has something that to anchor your eyesight. Look at this over here. It become a little picture. That's what you want. That's what you want, okay? And so you need to dress up your window if it happens to be like this. If you don't have a sofa here, if you don't have a drapes, curtains here, your eyesight, even though it's kind of stopped by the vaulted ceiling, kind of stopped by the dome over here, but you still go all the way directly to the backyard. That's not too good. You need to dress it up so that your eyesight or your qi actually arrive here and then saved here. Here is your house. You want the qi saved there, the good qi saved there. That will mean prosperity, and you can save money. All right?
Is that after the consultation? This picture?
I have seen so many of them, so that's why I picked this one to show it to you. Yeah, and I also advise my friends to do a similar thing too. Yeah. Yes, question?
Is there actually bad qi and good qi, or is there just qi and the absence of qi?
Good question. Actually, as this case, any qi can be a bad qi and a good qi. And it depends on how you manipulate it, like the Feng and Shui. Okay. But for this hour, I show it to you in a very, very superficial way. Is straight, bad. Curvy, good. Okay. Yeah. And then the qi is everywhere in the universe, as far as the Chinese philosophy concerned. There's only dead qi and lively qi. Okay. So your question was, is it there's a qi and not existence of qi? No, qi is everywhere, just like atom, everywhere. According to our philosophy, it's just a good qi, or is it a lively qi, or dead qi? Okay.
I have a question. Well, let's say well, okay, something similar in that situation.
Which situation? The beautiful one. Okay. Okay. Mm.
But it's not exactly the same. It's not like the family room or something with a sofa. But if you want to direct people's eyes not going to the backyard, whatever, and let's say if you don't have curtain for those windows, if you put something like some kind of decoration above where the light is,
Mm-hmm.
The dome-shaped door, if you put something, would that be some kind of distraction for the eye, and it's not going to go straight to the backyard?
Yeah, it's already something like this already stop your eyesight.
Okay.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you dress up that window, it's even better. You can capture the qi right there.
That particular window, and not necessarily all the other windows in the same room.
Right, that particular window, yes. Especially the one that when I open the door, I see a straight qi over there. Right. Mm-hmm. Yes.
The other feeling of looking down the corridor here on the left is the sense that when you arrive, there's a filling out that kind of goes into that space. So it doesn't, just looking at it, you don't have the sense of things moving in a straight line.
Mm-hmm.
They arrive at a place and then kind of open out.
Yeah.
And sort of fill.
That's right. The vaulted ceiling helps a lot, but a lot of us doesn't have vaulted ceiling. And then by doing different texture on the flooring will help. A dome shape like this, an N shape like this will help. Yeah.
Manufacturing on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Everything you can think of.
So as it relates to health,
Yes.
how is this health?
Yes, but if this particular one is more related to wealth rather than health, because it's right when I open the main door. But if this is not the main door, it's your bedroom or the kitchen, it will affect your health.
Let's say there's a door, place where would that help anything? A glass door, those 6-panel ones.
Mm.
Would that help at all?
Yes, a little
There's
bit.
a door.
You mean right at here, right?
Right.
At the N shape.
Uh-huh.
Yes, already help. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Even though it's a glass door.
Even though it's a glass door. Yes.
So how would you counter the bad qi in the further place?
This one.
How would you manage the qi there?
This one. Yeah. So in this case, there's a neighbor, basically. This is an apartment in Hong Kong, and this is another apartment. I'm inside one apartment. This is the other apartment. By changing the flooring, right now Hong Kong is very popular. They use some sort of pattern. So you see this flooring is one color, period. But if you have some pattern, they will help. Or if you coordinate with a neighbor, put a plant over here, I put a plant over here in mine, it will help. You need to soften it.
What about
Plant,
using a
yeah.
rug? What about using a rug or a carpet? Does it make sense?
Using carpet
Yeah.
outside your apartment,
No, within your corridor, for example.
well, because you normally don't open the door like this. So the carpet inside, I might not able to see it. A Feng Shui is very interesting. If you don't see it, it doesn't exist. All right. Any more questions? Okay, we can move on. Oh. Mm-hmm.
I can't help not associating this with, like if you go to a supermarket, to like Safeway,
Uh-huh.
you want to get a milk,
Mm-hmm.
you don't see the milk right away. They put the milk like at the very, very back. So you need to go to all this thing to reach the milk, and then, on the way there, you buy something else,
Right.
right? So, I can see the similarity between the two, but the fact that, you have people coming into your premise, they have intentions. Let's say someone coming to your house, someone that don't like you coming to your house, and the moment they open the door, they see backyard, it's like telling him to get out. So if you,
Yes, I guess you hit the perimeter of it. Yes, right. So your eyesight is a qi because your eyesight receives light. This is a qi, as well. Even sound is a qi. Yeah, anything that moves. That's correct. Yeah. Even shadow is a qi. So you see, at some point, this shadow hitting the house, we don't like it. We don't like it neither. Okay, hitting at the front door is better than hitting at your backyard. I mean, not your backyard, your back side of your house. Okay, because hitting your front, you can see it, you can handle it. Normally, it means quarrel, it means lawsuit, something like that.
Straight shadow or any shadow?
A straight shadow, like a spear, like straight shadow. If this is a shadow of a tree, it's not. It's not.
When
Okay.
you say that, sometimes depends on what part of the day. 'Cause it
Exactly.
shifts.
Right.
So you're saying that during the day, that shadow can just start shifting.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, lamp post.
Right, like this one. Yeah.
Oh,
No good. Yeah.
you got a little flat
So you need to
hole in front.
you need to take care of it. Yeah.
Oh, how you get rid of that?
You cannot get rid of it. But you can by using a chainsaw. But from a Feng Shui Qi point of view, you use something because this is a spear. So in the old days, when your enemy have a spear, what do you need? A shield. Yeah. Well, shield is round.
Oh,
Yeah.
tree.
A shield, just a round thing. Yeah. Round thing. Decorator. A round decorator will work. Oh, I have a story. I'm not sure I have enough time. I have a story. Very similar thing. Actually, it's my friend in Oakland, and his house is exactly something like this. So I asked him to put because his house is pretty Mediterranean type. I asked him to put a shield over here. He actually put a shield, those medieval type of that round table type shield. But he actually decorated very nicely. Then after he put it up, and then the city decided to make the parking in front of his house. There's a parking space, and they make it nicer, and then get rid of the pole. Yeah, that's what a coincidence, Yeah, that's interesting. So at the front is better than at the back. At the back, that means somebody hit you behind you. You don't see it. That's worse. Okay. Okay, another exam. What's this one?
Between the,
Yeah, that's right, between the two buildings, okay, all right? Yeah, yeah, so we don't like that.
Yeah, I thought it'd be great to get a view.
No, this is not a view. You're blocked by two, the big building, that we don't like that. How about this one then? Yeah, too bright, yeah, exactly. Too bright. Yeah, I mean, some people like brightness, some people don't. Okay, for a small room, have a big window and then another window like this. It might be too bright, but some people like it. Okay, but we tend. It's also another kind of a sachi. Okay, it's a light sachi. So too bright or brightness. Yeah. So. Yeah, you need curtain. Curtain helps you in this case. Yeah.
So if you have a patio door, which is huge,
Yes.
that's a lot of light.
But then you have a lot of volume in your house. But we are talking about a small volume of a room. Okay? So everything is just proportional. Okay? This is natural science. Okay? Yeah. Okay, next one. 去就有情. That means when something is curvy, wavy, that's affectionate. Okay? So, yeah. And then this is a Japanese patio. Okay, just you see this not moving. So it's very sane. I mean, today's language we call it sane, right? But in Chinese we don't call it this way. But actually, it's very easy to your eyes. It's very smoothing. So, yeah, and it can help create good qi. It can actually help the feng shui of the house as well. For example.
you do it in the backyard, let's say if you don't do it in the front yard, you do it in the backyard, it will still help.
Yes, definitely. Anything straight is a spear. Anything straight. I don't care where it is. And this is a very strong qi. This is a big British type of a house, but then a British garden, but there is a very, very strong qi coming to the house. Okay? So you create, I mean the owner create the qi itself. Okay. How to soften it?
Put something on
The little rocks, go like this.
No, you cannot put any rocks anymore.
Okay. Water fountain.
Water fountains right here, right? Yes. That will work, yes. Any more? Any more suggestions?
Put a plant in the front door.
Put a plant in the front door might not. We already have plants in the front door. Might not work. The cheese go all the way.
Flowers.
Exactly right. Different colors. So this is white. Maybe this is blue. This is green. I don't care. Just different colors.
Different color.
Yeah, layer by layer by layer helps soften the sachi, strict spear chi. Okay. Now this is better. Yeah. This one is very interesting. Actually is in a city. Now let's look at this a little bit first. This is a very, very, very small office. You comes into, this is the main door of the office, and then you basically have no place to go. There's a sitting area, and then if you do things, you have to go in that direction. Okay, so it's very strict chi over here. Okay. And then the designer is very good because there's nothing you can use. That's very, very narrow. I think Jabal O'Neill can open his hand and touch both sides. But the designer is very good. They use so you guide the chi from the front door to the manager office. Curvely, wavily, okay, not straight. Here is straight. You cannot change it, period. Because this is the design. You rent an office like this, period. You have no control. But you can see, there's actually all the way. If you look at the shadow of it, you can see all the way. Okay? It's very, very intelligent feng shui design for this one. Okay, feng shui 101. I've talked about, okay, we have talked, how much time we have? We have talked about two things, the straight and the wavy one. Okay, good. I think I have time. And one thing is very important. It's related to health. It's also related to wealth or money and everything. So it's just basic Feng Shui thing, whatever that is, relationship. Okay, what Feng Shui is about? Career, relationship, money, and health. This is major stuff, okay? So 101, okay? For a better Feng Shui environment, it is not what you don't have. Really, especially in the United States. This is not what you don't have. You have to deduct that. Seriously, I'm very serious. I'm very serious. Okay. How many of you say "uh-oh" in your heart, right?
I use the door to cover it.
Yeah. If you don't see it, it doesn't happen, right? It doesn't exist.
Nobody can see it.
Yeah. It might help a little bit. But I'm very serious. That is absolutely true. You have to declutter. And a clean space or defined space, very important. Okay, since our topic is about health, we cannot avoid talking about kitchen. Now, what other places in your house affecting your health? I mean, of course, if you really talk about Feng Shui, any place in your house affecting your health. But if we have to pick, which one would it be? I give you the first one, the kitchen.
The bedroom,
The bedroom? Okay, any more?
the kitchen,
Family room.
Kitchen already, I gave you the number one, kitchen. Family room, somebody say bedroom. Any more?
Bathroom.
Bathroom, yeah, that's right. Now, you're gonna name garage pretty soon, huh? No, actually, is a kitchen and the bathroom. Yeah, the bathroom. Of course, where the germs come from, right? Okay. For 5 elements, what's bathroom will be? Yeah, water, right? How about the kitchen? The fire, that's right. Okay, so there are 2. But the major thing in America, the major thing is the kitchen. In America, not in Hong Kong, not in Taiwan. In America, besides it affecting our health, what kitchen will affect too?
what part of the kitchen?
No, I mean kitchen as a space.
Oh,
It will affecting your health from a Feng Shui point of view. But in America, there's one more thing: the kitchen will affect your family.
really?
Yes, really. What? 4 things: career.
Microwave?
No. Four things: career, health, wealth, and relationship. Relationship, yes, you know, right? Yeah. The kitchen is the place where we eat, where we talk. Not in Hong Kong, okay? Not in Taiwan, but yeah. When we say about the kitchen, we really mean the stove. Okay. The stove actually is the heart of the kitchen. Okay. Okay. So where the stove should not be in, we should not be in the center of the house, because when you put in the center of the house, it say will burn your house, so it's not good. And then another saying is not in the northwest side of your house, okay? Because the northwest side is the heaven, the heavenly gate. You burn the heavenly gate. The qian gua, it also means the male, the man of the house. So they don't want that. That means the important person in the house. So that's why they don't like to put it over there.
So people can change the kitchen, the direction of the stove. They can change the stove,
Right.
relocate.
Yes, if possible. Yes.
So if it's northeast, That's good.
No good. We don't like. Should not be at the center of the house, or should not be in the northwest of the house, because the northwest side is considered to be the heavenly gate. Also, the breadwinner of the house. Okay, that's what they say. You use a compass to tell you.
Right, but
Right.
how should
Oh,
you be standing?
you are standing at the center of the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the center of the house.
Right.
And you're holding, but I guess one thing is also you're facing back or facing front. I mean, how do you?
It doesn't matter. The needle doesn't change, right? The needle always is pointing to the north.
Okay.
So I don't care where I stand. The needle is pointing to the north.
Okay.
So a little bit, say for example here, the north is over there. So a little bit over here is northwest. Okay? So always there.
So as long as it's not northwest, you can be northeast, that's good, but not northwest.
Right, they don't like it to be, the stove should not be in these two places in your house. Mm-hmm. In Chinese, 火烧心. Yeah. Yes.
Would that be the same in the southern hemisphere as well?
Yeah. Yeah, it's still. The needle is the same. There's something different. Some occurrence may be different in the southern hemisphere. For example, for a bad feng shui happens, you know the year, you know the month. It may not affect, say in the northern hemisphere, it may be affecting the youngest daughter. But in the southern hemisphere, it may be affecting the eldest daughter or son. Yeah, depends. Okay. Now, there are three components to form a kitchen. Okay? The fire, the water, and the earth. All right. There are two types of design of the stove. Well, we only have 1 hour, that's why. I only have a few minutes, that's why there's many types of design. But we only two major. One is with the stove is here. The other one, the stove is here. What's the difference between these two designs?
One's an
One
island
is against the
kitchen.
wall, one is in the middle.
This is the answer I'm looking for. One is against the wall, one has against nothing. Okay? All right? Sorry. And in the old days, we only have this. We don't have that. So a lot of feng shui masters say, oh, this is not good. Actually, not true. Okay, it's not true. But the ideal case, this is the ideal, but nothing is ideal, it's okay. Nobody has perfect health. And no house has perfect feng shui. But suppose you can do, this is the ideal case. Now, this is the kitchen. This is the stove. This is the left side of the stove. This is the right side of the stove. You got it? Now, you stand here. You stand here and cook. And this is your left. This is your right. But don't look at it this way. Look at it the other way. In the kitchen, you are not the main person. The stove is. Okay. On the left side, you want something tall. On the right side, you want something float. Float. Or low. You see, everything is yin and yang. High, low, stiff, smooth,
And on the left side, you want something
tall and stiff and strong, bulked. On the right side, you want something smooth, low. On the left side, you want a man. On the right side, you want a woman. That's how you remember it. Easy to remember.
Can the stove be substituted with a refrigerator?
Can a stove will substitute a refrigerator? So the refrigerator become, so you switch, then this is your stove. I'm looking at who is the main person in the kitchen, the stove. You're always looking from the stove point of view. Okay? If the stove is here, if the stove is here, your right side will become a tall, bulky thing. Your left side will become a opening. That's not good. That's what we don't want. We just want the opposite. On the left side, we want something bulky, tall, like a man.
So
On the
on
right side,
kitchen,
yeah.
You have a stove there and a refrigerator behind you.
Say that again, sorry.
In the island, you have island kitchen, remember that one where you have a stove in the middle? That's-
Oh, yeah. That's the second design. There are two types of design. This is, okay. We'll talk about the ideal case first. We'll talk about ideal case first.
Yeah, oh,
Right. I saw hands, yes.
What happens if that's not the case in your apartment?
You don't have to, but we will, this is the ideal case. And then I don't have time to tell you exactly what it means, what left and right means, what behind and front mean. But this is the ideal case. Yes, you need to do something about it. If you don't have a refrigerator, say, but you have at least have some tall cabin.
Yeah.
Okay, something like that.
Does it have to be next to the stove, or can it be a little bit?
Oh, sorry, it has to be a triangle. Oh, you need a triangle. You make a triangle, that's the perfect, yeah. And then we don't like, there's a people in Hong Kong, because Hong Kong is small, kitchen is so small, it's different. So if you read some of the Hong Kong Feng Shui book, it might not apply to United States. But anyway, in the United States, or in Hong Kong, they say there's the sink, and then there's the stove. The sink and the stove should not directly opposite to each other. That is, all the Feng Shui masters in Hong Kong and Taiwan will say something like that. That's why they design it this way. Okay, the sink here, and then opposite, you don't see a stove. Okay? That's how they design it this way. But imagine, it's so small. You can only fit one person. But in the United States, we have a bigger kitchen. So even they're opposite. Even the stove and the sink is opposite. Say the sink is over here. Say, it's okay. It's okay.
Even though they're facing each other,
Even though they're facing this.
and there's no island in between.
No, this is the island. Say
Around.
this is the island.
Yeah, but let's say a real case, the island is going around.
Right.
There's a gap. The island is not there. So you had to put something there. Those $99, whatever.
No, I see what you mean. You don't have to. That's what I'm saying, because as long as it's big enough. Look at this case. So small, just a door. Then you don't want it to be directly opposite. But normally in United States, even though you say in this case, you have enough room over here for 2 or 3 people. Here you just don't have. In Hong Kong, forget it. Okay, but what I'm saying is, even they're directly opposite, is not as bad as the book say. Okay, it's not that bad. However, if the stove and the sink is next to each other, that's not good. That's no good. No good. Right, it's dangerous too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So because of the space in our houses, so that have a better than that. Okay.
Can you do to alleviate that?
Alleviate this.
No, right next to each other. The sink and stove.
Good question. I don't know. It depends. Yeah, it depends on how much space in between.
Yeah.
It depends. Or we can. There's some cover, stove cover, right? Or ring cover. So say the sink is here, say, and then you have the cover it, and try not to use it. So, so you,
You separate at least.
yeah, some sort of separation. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's all I have about the, let's see. I have time for questions. Yes.
Now, okay, so you say that the stove is the main person.
Yeah, the main character, yes.
Yeah, main character. So you're talking as if the stove is alive. Yes, right side, left side.
Yes.
Is that how you approach?
In fact, yes, in the old Chinese, there's a god living there.
So
Yeah, today is the oven probably will be in other places like here or there, but I think in United States often is very useful. So I guess it depends on your lifestyle. If you use your oven more than your stove, then I would say put your oven in the main character. Yeah.
What if the stove and the refrigerator, they're on the same side?
It's okay. Yeah, because, yeah, it's okay. As long as that triangle is being made.
This triangle.
Yeah.
They're both on the same side.
Right. So, for example, if the if the refrigerator is over here on the same side, and then now your sink seems to be a very obscure triangle. If your sink is over here, maybe a better triangle, right? But then, yeah, it's very hard to, yeah. That's right. The tall, on your left side, the tall part of it is actually talking about the general health of the family. Okay, I haven't there's more into it, and the right side, where you see water or low flow, is about the thing that you eat. Okay, it's about the thing you eat. You won't have stomach flu that easily. You won't be food poison, and then yeah, and then the thing at the back, with a solid back, it also means your kitchen will be safe. As a maybe, what do you mean by safe? Normally, the danger from kitchen is fire, of course, and also hurting. The chef or the person who cook get hurt by cutting his finger or something like that. That's safe, okay? And then in front of the stove with open area, it indicates welcoming. So you have better communication, communication within the family. So each one of it has so if you lack of something, then you know what is lack of. So for example, if you don't have an opening here, say, for example, okay, here I use an open kitchen type, but imagine this is very, very small now. Imagine this is very small, and then this is just a wall, and you only have a little opening over here. So this is less communication in your household. Okay, so the kitchen is just kitchen, cooking food, and then you still have a very good chi because you have a tall side on the left, lower side on the right, stuff.
Some houses are multi-level, some houses are one level. Is multi-level better than the one level?
No, actually it depends on when your house being built. There are two systems in Feng Shui. That's why in Hong Kong, when you have 30-story tall, I think it's around 5-story up, the qi will be governed by one set of the complex. Lower level will be governed by another complex. Okay, but in the United States, so we only have 2 levels, most of the houses. So it's just governed by one. We call it. The one in lower level, we call it the cycle of, I don't know how to translate it. CYCLE, Earth, cycle. And then another part of it is heavenly cycle. I don't know how to translate it, but it's something like that. Okay, so there's 9 of them. There's 8 cycle on the, and then 9 cycle on the heavenly. But mostly, I mean, if you look at the red book, if you are Chinese, you know every year you look at the red book, right? The red book is using the 9 cycle, the heavenly qi. It depends on the cycle. It depends on when your house being built, the location, I mean the direction, and then what kind of a qi affecting it.
Who decides on, whether it's good or not for the year? By reading the book?
Oh, no. First of all, you know when your house being built, in which cycle, from 1 to 8 or 1 to 9, which cycle your house is being built. For example, from 2004 to 2023, this 20 years, lies in the 8th cycle of the heaven cycle. And then 1996 till 2016 is the 8th cycle of the earthy cycle. So it depends, yeah.
So we have to check the book?
You have to check when your house being built.
Okay, when the house is being built, and then look at the book to see what cycles?
No, you have to read that book. The book, Funny thing is, if you want to learn Feng Shui in Hong Kong and in Taiwan, say, it takes you 1.5 years every week. Okay, so it's a serious subject. It's a serious subject, but this is fun by introducing some design concept to you. Straight, you don't like it. Smooth, wavy, you like it. You want to declutter, and you want to know the kitchen design. I think we just concluded our lecture on this 1 hour lecture on Feng Shui and health. All right. Okay, thank you.